Hi, my name is Carly, and this is my channel, See It With C, and I am live here on board Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Seas for a 3-day cruise to the Bahamas. But this is not just any cruise, y'all. This is my casino cruise. So while I usually will be doing a bunch of deck activities, we're going to be going hard in the paint in the casino. However, this ship is pretty charming with a lot of deck spaces, as well as some of the newer amenities that are known for Royal Caribbean. So we're going to explore all of that. Come along. I boarded Jewel of the Seas for a quick 3-day cruise to the Bahamas. Something to note when boarding in Fort Lauderdale, the ramp is pretty steep. Hello from the Jewel of the Seas. This is a quick 3-day cruise to the Bahamas with stops in Perfect Day, Coco Cay, and Bimini. Come along. My first thoughts on Royal Caribbean Jewel of the Seas is a pretty charming ship with a variety of unique ship spaces. And then I went to my cabin, which was a deluxe interior cabin, and this was definitely a hidden gem on this ship. So as you can see, cabin 3639 is a bit of a hidden gem here on Jewel of the Seas. If you are looking for that premium placement, those little cabins that have nuances, a little extra space, I am a travel agent. Contact me, seeitwithc@gmail.com, and happy to kind of scan the ships to find the best placement for your needs. Tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts on this room? And do you know any hidden gems on Jewel of the Seas similar to this cabin? Let us know in the comments. Okay, I'm going to show you a bit of a hack for when you are sailing older ships that sometimes don't have the adequate amount of plugs that you need, and you have to bring yourself an adapter to make sure that you are able to charge up everything that you need to charge. So check this out. So I got this from Amazon, and I'll figure out a way to put a link in the description so that you can get one too. But you can see here, I don't have a lot of space. I didn't even bring the thing, what is it called? The cube. I didn't bring the cube for my American outlets, but I happen to have this bad boy in my travel bag from who knows what trip that was, European adapter. But so it fits perfectly here, and now I have access to a couple USBs, USB-C. Still don't have the power, the appropriate, square for that. I have some options now for, charging my devices, and it basically greatly expanded what I can charge multiple times during this trip. So I'm glad I just happen to have it in my travel kit. Sometimes I purge my travel kit thinking I don't need certain things, and today was the day that I actually needed that. So glad that was already in my book bag. And surprise, there is actually storage behind those mirrors there. So if it's something that you want to tuck away or not see on the dresser, you can just hide it behind the mirror. Tons of storage options in this room. I don't know who or where Royal Caribbean gets this glass from, but they need a refund. Royal Caribbean has recently had some high-profile instances of glass shattering on its ships, even some of the newer ones. I headed to Lido Deck to check out the vibes, but I did not stay for sail away. I also enjoyed that although this is an older ship, it had some premium views of the wake around the ship, and I definitely took advantage of these views throughout my cruise. I also noticed this daily happy hour special with $6 margaritas in the sports bar from 4 to 6 p.m. And since this was my first cruise taking advantage of a casino deal, I decided to scope out which machines I wanted to play before the casino officially opened for the cruise. Do you see your favorite machine? And if so, shout it out in the comments. Alrighty, so I'm back in the room to grab me a glass of wine, transition for dinner. I want to give you an update on casino play at the moment. So I was planning on doing a $400 session, meaning playing with $400. I kind of went a little too hard in the paint. So I did basically a session right before the casinos, right when the casino opened. I went in with $400. I am down to $188 and I only have 99 points. So I'm gonna have some dinner, regroup, come back in, start a little more modest, bring it down a notch to stretch the things, and see how that goes. Basically, my goal is to not spend more than the 188 that I have in my hand this evening and hope for better days tomorrow. Alrighty, let's get ready for dinner. I had my time dining for this sailing, and to note, you cannot be seated until about 7 o'clock or 7:30, I believe, for my time dining seating. So that's just something to be mindful of when you're selecting this option. Okay, it's night one and I'm here in the main dining room for dinner. So tonight I have the roasted tomato soup and the spinach and artichoke dip as the starters. Okay, so the spinach artichoke dip was pretty much a blob of cheese, but a tasty blob of cheese. I ate all of it. The roasted tomato soup was pretty oily. I had a couple scoops in stock. Now we're going to get into the main dish, which is the southern fried chicken, which is oven fried southern fried chicken, but it's usually okay the first night. Cheesecake for dessert. After dinner, I checked out some of the ship's onboard activities, including this Name That Tune type competition. As well as there was some Latin dancing to the Latin band on board. A unique feature of Jewel of the Seas is that in the schooner bar section, you can also find the Safari Club, which is a gaming area that has pool tables and other sorts of gaming amenities. You can also find Chop's Grill and Giovanni's Table. Safari Club also serves as the ship's onboard music hall. One of my favorite activities on board is the movies on the Lido deck. There is also a movie theater on board Jewel of the Seas if you want to watch your movies in a more, quiet setting. Yeah, I had a pretty sucky casino session today, so I'm wrapping it up for the evening. I'm debating if I even want to play tomorrow because I still have one more cruise, a 4-day cruise to get through. The slots are kind of tight, or maybe the games I'm playing, I was a little all over the place with my strategy. I don't know. I was trying a lot of different methods and probably just should have stuck to what I did previous cruises, but live and learn. But we'll see how I feel in the morning. It just wasn't even like fun. Didn't even get like a really good groove or streak, so I just went ahead and wrapped up and just came back to my room. So we'll start fresh in the morning, see what kind of activities we can get into around the ship. And that wraps up boarding day on Jewel of the Seas. Check out the next vlog where I talk about how to handle when disaster strikes at home while you are sailing the high seas. I'll also take you along for a tour of Bimini, which is not your traditional Bimini Beach Club experience. It is Sia with C. Thanks for traveling with me. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.